Are campaigns doing what they're supposed to do? Well, let's find out from residents here whether they feel that Singaporeans actually feel that it's all working for them.
Since you cannot remember, do you think that they're effective in being impactful?
Still yes, because if you forget and the TVs comes out again and you will keep reminding you also. So I saw it that day,
One thing you need to know is you may not know the tagline or the campaign tagline or whatever, but you must have the effect.
Do you think Singapore's national campaigns are actually helpful?
I guess to an extent, help people raise awareness, know about it, be conscious about it.
A lot of posters around, and I think through some telecasts, medias, I think they are very helpful. Yes, because the posters are reminding us through the medias also.
Like recently, swine flu, they quite a lot of number of campaigns. It's quite helpful. It's like really warn people how to take precaution on certain things. It really bring out the matters to the mass market so that people will know what is going on.
What did the Speak Mandarin campaign do for you?
I like that because I watch more TV than I read papers. So being whatever line that I'm in, of course, speaking Mandarin is an essential portion. Something that I have to build up also. And then looking at the campaign whereby 2 Eurasian girls probably can speak slightly better Mandarin than I am, it shows that I have to improve on my own Mandarin.
So do you think we actually need campaigns like that?
Oh yes, to encourage people. So I quite agree to have a better lifestyle.
I think they are effective in a way that if the people are always involved in it, just like if let's say we are working and we will not constantly be reminded, you see, but only when like let's say you are on the bus or on the TV, then you see, hey, this one, I remember this one when I was young, or blah 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 kind of things.
So one of the things is to ask, whether these campaigns have been effective, whether they've worked well. But for people who organize these campaigns, maybe for instance, Tian Yu, how do you measure? How do you decide, this is going the direction we want it to, and Singaporeans have been influenced and impacted by our campaigns, by the kindness movement?
We do have what we call KPIs, where we will measure pre-campaign and post-campaign results. So in this particular instance, our campaign just kicked off in April this year. We did a survey in December last year. We will do another survey in December this year, and then we will measure that. We're looking for about 20% increase over the baseline in December.
So in these surveys, what do you look for in terms of maybe, is it lifestyle habits? What do you look out for?
There are a number of things, one of which is awareness of messages. Another one is whether you have made any changes in your life in response to the messages that you've received.
And as for the Speak Mandarin campaign and the Speak Good English movements, what is it that you use to measure how well the campaign is doing? Are Singaporeans speaking more English, better English, using Mandarin more?
That for sure, but at the same time, we also anecdotally we are observing people. We also run surveys to find out what people are doing and also to measure whether it's been effective, whether people are more conscious about speaking properly.
So on this note, do you feel that your campaigns, monitoring your campaigns, are they on the up and up?
I would think so. I think ever since we started in April this year, the awareness and the public discussion level has gone quite significantly. We do get a lot of feedback. We also get letters to the press, and I'm sure you also get that too, about both the bad side and the good side. So the level of discussion has gone up, and people are a bit more matured or better prepared to deal with the issues.
So we've seen like two very prominent campaigns, the Singapore Kindness Movement and Speak Mandarin, Speak Good English movement. So we have more civilian-driven movements, which is really quite unusual, actually. So how can you share with us your experience about organizing this whole campaign on your own? Did you start with like a pet peeve of your own, like I really hate to see a tissue packet lying there on a food court table? So what started it for you?
Okay, for me personally, I seriously hate it when at a food court or what, I saw an empty table, and then I walk all the way there, and then suddenly I realized, wait, what's this? Why is that tissue all around? So it's like my hope, I gotta see it. It's just crushed when I get there. So for me, basically, that's a personal motivation that I want to stop this.
How about for you, Wen-Ting?
For me, right, it's also more or less like him, because I find it quite atrocious that tissue can actually throw seeds, because it's really ungracious. But for our campaigns, right, what we advise people is leave somebody behind instead, because we find that it's not because true enough, it's good to have it's good to choose it, but the thing is.
Do it more graciously.
Yeah,
do
but
but
do it more graciously.
Instead of leaving an item to pass a message.
Yeah.
I think in your case where a table of 4 and you only need 2 seats, if you leave somebody behind, the other 2 can be used lah.
Yep.
So that is the idea that you were trying to say, leave somebody behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what this seat is not taken. That's what it says on your tissue
Yes,
card.
yes.
Give them yes.
Right.
So what are some of the things that you have enjoyed organizing the campaign? We've come from seeing a lot of national campaigns on a large scale, but for you organizing a campaign, what are some of the things that you've enjoyed organizing it?
Basically, for me, we actually have some feedback from the hawkers that they say the situation actually improved. So to us, it's a sense of satisfaction. That, hey, our campaign actually works. It does reduce the number of people that use tissue to chope seat. We do that in Chinatown
Complex. Yeah, for me, the fun part is, right, when we put up the campaigns, all the poster, all this, right, we have people discussing on, you guys are actually starting on this. Like, nobody's doing it, and you guys are doing it. So it's kind of good, in the sense that they recognize that somebody is out there doing something.
So do you think Singaporeans need campaigns?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep, sure. For
Because,
reminder,
yeah, we really need reminders. Yeah.
So, okay, when we come back, we're going to look at, other Singaporeans and their opinions on whether, we're overdoing the whole thing or whether Singaporeans, are really, happy with the campaigns we have in Singapore.